Okay, while I'm thinking about it, make sure you check out the Who's Kids Rooms app, and also I have that app downloaded on the iPad number 2 in my room. So just see me to come get the iPad app and you can play with it. And also make sure that you're watching the kind of individual, little like the green home design, and there'll be other little videos that are added in between the lessons. So make sure you're checking those out as well. In your packet, I need you to find the handout that looks like this that's called Choosing the House, pages 1 and 2. And you need to read through it. If you have any questions, come see me or email me. After you've filled out your chart on the previous worksheet, the Choosing Your House style, then in your student guide, you need to turn to page 6 and look at the worksheet called Making Design Decisions, shown above, and fill in what style of house you have, what rate of construction will you use, executive or the cheap version, and then look at the extra options and the extra costs. Sometimes you're better off if you go ahead and build at the executive rate, because some of these things are already included. Now I want you to go back and look at the Choosing the House worksheet that you filled out on the how many square feet will $20,000 buy, and think about your clients that you're going to be building for. Keep in mind that most families want the best home that they can afford. So even though they can afford a mobile home, most don't want to live in a mobile home if they can afford a much higher priced house. Now the point of that chart is to show you that basically the higher construction costs, the less square footage that you have to build your house with. So you have to find a happy medium in between there. So you don't have a really, really tiny house or a really, dumpy house. With the information you learn from designing your bedroom as far as costs and construction costs, you can make a more informed decision now for your clients regarding the rest of their house and their budget. Before you begin designing the house for your client, let's look again at the design rubrics just to refresh your memory about what needs to be included. This is at the back of your student guide, shown here in the picture. You're responsible for all the decisions, and you are responsible for keeping the expenses within the client's family budget. Every day your firm will keep a record of financial decisions, and you will fill in the date and any financial advice you have for your firm. This includes whether you believe that your firm is keeping within their budget or not. Be specific with your recommendations. For example, we need to cut $1,000. I don't believe we can afford the pool. We have only $6,000 left to spend, etc. Keep a running log. Finally, take a look at your buildings codes page on page 7 of your student guide. The reason cities and towns have building codes is for health, safety, protecting the resale value of the property and the neighborhood. So look over these, read through it. If you have any questions, of course, come see me. And then just a reminder that your main objective is to build the best house that their client family can afford, not the biggest or the fanciest house they can imagine. Okay, so remember, that's it for today's lesson. So if you have time, feel free to go on to the next lesson. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.